Good evening, welcome back to Marty's Tying Bench. Tonight I'm pulling together materials for our social fly tying with the Rocky Mountain Fly Casters Trout Unlimited chapter in Fort Collins, Colorado. We call it Pub and Dub. The event is held at a brewery. So, this month's pattern is a Zug Bug. It's a venerable old pattern. It's been catching a lot of fish. A couple of things unique about it. You'll see the bright green peacock sword for tail and silver rib when we're used to seeing gold on all of our prince nymphs. So this is an attractor fly. It's not meant to imitate anything specific, but it can be fished in the rivers like a stonefly or a caddisfly, or in the lakes as a damsel. This is a size 12 hook. You can tie them pretty much any size. I'm going to put some 020 lead, about 8 turns. 8 just happens to fit this hook. And what I've got is I'm leaving enough space in front of the lead to tie down the soft hackle and the wing case, and I want the back half of the lead to be somewhere around the middle of the hook so I can get some taper out of it. I'm going to start my thread, push my lead up against it, and then just kind of jump back and build another thread down behind it, and that'll hold the lead in place. I don't feel the need to cover all that lead with thread. The peacock will take care of that. Now the tail material is a peacock sword, very iridescent, bluish green, and I'm going to get 3 or 4. This time I'm grabbing 3, and just for fun, let's set them so they sweep up. I'm going to set it so that the tail length will end up being about a half of the body length. And I'm going to stop my thread right above the barb of the hook. That's the end of the straight part of your hook shank. For a rib, we are using an oval tinsel, silver, and medium works well with this size hook. I'm going to tie that in so that it fills that space between the tie-in point and the lead. We're just going to use the bulk of the tinsel to help build up some bulk. For the body, there's 2 strands of peacock. Now, you can use 3 or 4, whatever. The 2 works because I've got pretty good quality peacock and the strands are pretty long. But use whatever you find works the best for you. Now I'm building a little bit of a taper until it achieves the diameter of the lead, and then I'll just kind of move my thread forward to my tie-off spot. Come forward with the peacock. And when I get to the end of the lead, we'll tie it off. Now, it's okay to make a few extra wraps up here. The bulk won't hurt anything, and it will make sure that peacock doesn't come unravel while you're wrapping the tinsel. The thread is 140 denier. That helps build up the bulk a little faster on that tapering part. Now I'm coming forward with the tinsel, and I'm spreading them out a little bit so that plenty of peacock shows through. Now at this point I'm going to make sure I tie that tinsel in securely. Use a few extra wraps if you want. But once I've cut that tinsel, if it comes unraveled, well then I got to start over. For soft hackle, you can use any soft hackle so long as there's a section of the stem that will create legs that are no longer than the body and hopefully just about the half the length of the body. I've been finding these feathers on the wings of a partridge. So I'm just going to tie that in right here at the end of the lead. Trim that. I'm going to crease it a little bit so that when I grab it with my rotary hackle pliers, it'll be easy to get started here. Now as I go around, I'm going to sweep those back with my fingers. I'm only going to make a turn and a half or so. I just want some semblance of legs. I don't need it to be bushy. Once I've got it secure, I'll sweep everything back and build not the whole head that you're going to end up using, but kind of the base of one. We got one more material to tie in. That worked pretty good. I like the length of those. The wing case is going to be a speckled feather from a mallard flank. And what I'm going to do is separate that until I get to a point where I have some stem that's strong enough to tie in, but not so big that it's going to be a problem. Yeah, see, that slid down to the eye. That's alright. We'll just build it up. Crease that a little bit and trim it short. And now we'll go to a whip finish. And create a head. Now this wing case, we're going to fold it up and out of the way and set our scissors behind it so we can lay them down and cut them just about half the length of the body. And there's your Zug Bug. Whenever you're tying old-time flies with a big head like this, I like to use lacquer. Head cement. There, I'll get that fluff off of it. Zug Bug, good all-purpose attractor nymph. Have fun.